All right. So yeah, thank you so much for again. Like, just I'm just really surprised you just say yes about this project. Even we this is really first time we like face to
Really
face
so.
meet each other, and actually we are a stranger, right? Like stranger each other. We don't know each
This is
other.
probably what this is our second time meeting. The first time I saw you was when I took the picture of you in the
When,
park.
in the park. When did you
Yeah,
take that?
that
Can I
was I think it was in if it was probably maybe June. I took
I
that
see.
photo
Like
maybe
still,
June or July. Yeah,
I see still there, like like a good weather in the summertime. So
right.
got it. Can I ask why did you take the mushroom one?
Um, I don't know. Like usually when I take my photos
You take
is
the
usually
photo.
something that I catch them like it's the way that I see it just when I look at it. Like I'll just normally just walk by something that everybody is just walking by on a daily basis, and I just
Mm,
look at it in a
beautiful.
different perspective and wonder how can I take that photo and make it look different or make it look capturing, even though it's something so simple that somebody would just walk by on a daily basis, you know?
Oh, great,
So,
great.
and as well as like I ended up picking up the photo. So I just was like, it would be a good way to expose, you know, you and what you do. Cause it's rare that you see somebody say, look, I'm doing something and I'm taking my time and my energy and my effort and here, take it. And it's free. Like you don't have to give me money. And I do accept donations, but I'm not forcing you to I had look, this is what you have to buy if you want this. You was like, here, take it, it's free. Like, so that's an amazing thing to me because you don't really see that much often. I try
I
to do it in my own way when I do meet certain people. And usually when I am closer to certain people, I'll be like, here, look, I got a t-shirt, I got some stuff here, look. And no pressure to be like, look, need to promote this, you need to do this, you need to buy this. If I'm cool with you and I just feel your vibe and we are like-minded individuals, is I'm truly honestly like a giver naturally, and I just how I am. So it's like, um it's just
actually.
an amazing thing to see, like especially in New York City. Like
Oh yeah,
it's a lot like the way how a lot of people don't really understand how New York is until you really live in New York. And I've been living in New York since I was born. So
hmm.
I just don't really see too many people that are very just open like and nice like that. It's rare that you come across people like that as well.
Mm-hmm. That's really, I really appreciate. I really
Of
appreciate
course.
it when you talk about it. And like, I don't know, like, uh, for me, just everything is just trying. Even free
Mhm.
art and today's this project also. Uh, I don't know. Just for me, it's very, especially nowadays, for important thing about just open your heart. Even just it's free. Even
Right.
you can't get anything from the like other people, because I think like nowadays is so, of course, like a lot of like sad thing and like tough thing always happen to our life. But I think now the era, like especially like 2022 right now, is really basically peaceful like daily life in human history. I think so, because
Right.
just uh, while I'm doing free art like 2 years, almost basically safe,
Mhm.
and everyone just kind and peaceful, basically.
Right.
And like, and everyone have a right now like phone, smartphone, like iPhone, like
Yeah.
anyway. I think that is really like surprise thing in the human history. actually. So
Mhm.
it's mean already everyone is really rich. You know, it's not possible that like only a few years before or decades. So I think like we already have everything, like like information, like free
Right.
information,
Right.
internet.
It's your
Yeah,
hand. Yeah.
yeah, and you know even you don't have a work or something, you can ask the government or something like state institution, maybe like help for homeless or something like service in New York. So I think already, and I know like in New York they have like good people and service for give a food or thing to homeless
Right.
or like problem people. So I think it's already we are have enough, I think. So that's why don't we just you know
Add more. Yeah, we do need. We can never could stop giving. We need more giving because we need
yeah
to help each other.
yeah I don't know, it's just for really for myself, not for
Right.
basically not like of course I want to do for people, but really for myself, really
Right.
for my I don't know, like loneliness or like as your like Instagram profile. I really love your Instagram profile because you say that you're creator and free thinker and truth seeker. Like I have never seen somebody like write themselves like this. I really like I love your like explain way yourself. So yeah, that's also
I
like
really
I,
appreciate
I,
that.
wa- I'm just doing like studying, what is my life and what is like surrounding people and what is like just like truth, what is truth, like thinking about every day. So,
Right.
so yeah, so actually, to be honest, uh, in this project is like first day, so there is no topic, so I have no idea like what we gonna talk.
Right.
Yeah, really, I have no idea. Really, I have no idea. So
It's okay. We could just go with the flow.
yeah,
No.
yeah, 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 yeah. I think just like share flow, even the silent is really like it's really healthy and benefit for me. Like that is first, and also I think it's really important thing
Mhm.
nowadays. I think because uh, uh, not only the free art, but also I do like a lot of like art activity, especially in New York,
Mhm.
and those are basically like same concept. So I call that concept is like simply say DigiAna.
Mhm.
So DigiAna, what is DigiAna means is digital and analog. So
Okay.
yeah, so I think nowadays is just that era. Like we are living in high digital technology, but still we have a like physical body, and we know still we are not digital and physical.
Right.
So, but and I think in a few years or a few decades, the technology is gonna come to our life.
They already started trying that. If you
Yeah,
think about it with the VR, remember with the
I
headset?
I
Yeah,
have it.
with the
I
VR,
have
that's
it.
kind of yeah, they had
Yeah, I
that and they
already have
started
that.
doing like the meta and all that other stuff. So they
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
little by little, they gonna keep just,
yeah.
letting it go.
You can see, of course, like
Hmm.
like, and not only nowadays, but like really, like from the old history, a lot of like I would say like writer, artist, scientist, everyone talk about this kind of era is gonna come, even like 50 years
Right.
before, 60 years before, hundreds before, everyone.
Hmm.
And
They
even
show
if
it a lot in movies as well.
yeah, yeah,
In a lot of
yeah,
movies, yeah.
my most favorite movie is Matrix. There's my Bible. Yeah, I see I see that movie almost like 10 times.
Thank you. That's my favorite movie. That's
I
probably one of my favorite movies.
There
I
is
like the Matrix. The first
yeah.
one was the best one to me,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. There is the best one actually, like still, and so and I think like that kind of future is gonna almost definitely 100% sure come. I think like people cannot understand this is real, this is or fake, or this is digital, or this is not digital. So
Right,
and the communication with the people is really easy in nowadays because everyone doing Instagram or YouTube, whatever, and you can just comment, like you don't need to
right,
talk to people, and you don't need to, like show your face. You don't need to show your identity, where you're from or whatever. So
right,
yeah, that is really comfortable thing. I can understand, but also so that's why to like talk face or like just randomly like stranger each other, we don't know each other, just talk about like like trying to know each other, or
right.
just like what is the face to face conversation, the meaning
Mhm.
of it on the like nowadays era is just that is just why I'm started about this project. So yeah, can I ask yourself anything? I mean, just curious, what is like uh I don't know. How do you think, or what is life? What is life meaning? Like just curious. I don't know. Just
Um,
sorry, I have no idea how to start our conversation.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Life, I don't know. Like it's different because I never necessarily like really grew up in a well, I would say like well incomed house. So it's like living in poverty was like a lot different from like a lot of other people's like, living situations and stuff. So like it teaches you a lot. Like even still now, like, it's a little different, but I still go through certain trials and tribulations now, which is also why I push my brand because I know one day I'm gonna make it and I want to be able to be the right type of leader for the youth because that's our generation. That's our future. So it's like if we're living in poverty and we already lived in low income houses and our moms are working all day every day and we need money too. That's when people start to decide to join into gangs because they looking for that outside love. They need that family type feel, as well as some people need the money. So it's like a lot of things is like people don't do things because they're bad people. It's like some of them people, I've known a lot of good people that are similarly just like me, and they still have them traits where they are genuinely like down the heart or down the earth. But because of the circumstances that they lived in, it was like they're a product of their environment now. They're joining gangs, they're doing things, they're selling drugs, whatever you want to name it, of however people, the media would perceive people, of who came up. I don't even want to just say person of color because no matter what color you are or what background you from, if you come up in poverty, you know what poverty is and how hard it is. And it's like I recently even found out on an article where it said that almost I would say out of the 50 states, probably um I'll probably say 45 of the states have billionaires. And
Wow.
every billionaire had at least over $1 billion.
Mm.
And remember Mayor Bloomberg? You
Bloomberg.
Mayor Bloomberg, he was an old mayor. He was the mayor before Mayor de Blasio
All
had
right.
came in.
All right.
I looked at he's the richest person in New York. He has $76 billion.
All right.
And he was an old mayor. So why are you not doing anything to help put any money into schools? You're not funding anything. You're not. it's like all these people have money and they're like just being selfish. Like, what do you need all this money for? And you're not sharing the wealth outside of your family because your family's already good with just a couple billion. But if you got 76 billion, what else are you doing with that money? And it's just like, if these are only just a couple people, it's like it's so much things and resources are out here, but it's like these conditions and situations are set to keep certain people in certain areas, in a certain point to make it feel like they had no way out, which is kind of hard. So I want to be able to be the leader and show my people out, as well as show others that are like-minded as well. I'm not too big on color because it's like, the person with the same skin as you can be your enemy or will trade you out just for, some fame or anything, because which that's kind of what happened. It was like with the Black Panther organization. They were like feeding the kids. They were giving the kids proper education because in school we don't really have history on our people, which I never really learned about the Black Panther organization until a couple years ago. And I learned that on my own. And I didn't know that these people did a lot of great things. And it was just like, it was just suppressed. And it ended up getting broken down because the CIA and the FBI wanted to infiltrate and shut this down because they were raising the Black people and the other races that were being, pushed in poverty to come together and rise up, which in a sense, if you're a government, you don't want that because now you have everybody coming together and there's one love, one peace. You feel me? So then there's no need for a government at that point, is because if we know that y'all not doing us right, why are we gonna sit here and just continue to take it if we know now it's not us, it's y'all? So that's the way they did it. They did it by infiltrating. They started letting the Black people, they would let pay CIA agents, Black people, of course, and then they would let them go into these organizations, and then they would one of my favorite chairmen from Chicago, his name was Fred Hampton. He ended up getting drugged, and they ran into their house and they tried to lie and say that the Black Panther Party shot first at the cops, but later the Black Panther Party had did their own investigation and found out and proved that it was wrong.
Right.
It was wrongfully, and they found out that they drugged him. They had one of the people who was a CIA agent. He drugged the chairman, and then when they went to go raid, they killed almost everybody in the house
Wow.
besides his wife, who was pregnant, and she was right next to him, pregnant. And when they shot him in his head, and maybe one other person that didn't die, but other than that, it's just like, I I just like with the things that we've gone through, like even with COVID, like, like I feel like in a sense it's like the whole COVID thing kind of distanced everybody and made people, scared to be around each other because of something that
Yeah.
it's just, I feel like it's personally more of a mental thing than it was anything, because it was like the way that they were like talking about it in the news so much, and now it's just like it seems like it's so non-existent, but then all of a sudden a new variant just comes out of nowhere, and then it's just trying to continue to keep people in that fear mindset and just fear monger people, and I just don't like that because I'm able to see through that, like with the Matrix, it's like you just gotta unplug yourself. It's like, yeah, you wanna, and they talk about this in a lot of movies, even with I recently just watched Men in Black, and that's a movie that was based in New York too,
Mm.
talking about aliens on different stuff. And
Yeah.
he was like, that people are smart and you think that they could handle it, but you know that, people are a lot scary. It's something that they don't know of and they're afraid of. They'll be quick to, attack something before they actually try to observe and understand somebody. And even that's just in regular life, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just a lot of things that they put in these movies that, you know, and TV shows that I like would pick up on and realize and just look at like this is not the way. Like we need to do better. Like, and it's not just as just my people, but like just people as whole. We got to be better human beings. We getting taught to be so desensitized by certain things and all this stuff because of social media and everything is in our face and you know everything is right quick and
Yeah.
it's like we lost our touch to like you said like life. Like when I literally got this, like this was like I like mushrooms, you feel me? I've taken shrooms before as
All
well,
right,
but
all
I'm
right.
not trying to, you know.
I also experience. I also experience
Really?
this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just
I
like
understand
just
what's going
seeing
on.
this was just like I'm like it's free, and I'm like it's a mushroom. Like this is fire. Like the colors and
Yeah.
everything just stood out. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
It's the psychedelic car, right? Right. Yeah.
right. So you know, it's just like we need more love in the world. It's like I just feel like the way that I seen life is like I've seen more hatred than I've seen love and many aspects of things like you know so it's just like we've gotten taught the wrong way and we don't understand why we not doing right and
Mm,
succeeding and we're complaining but it's like nobody's not honestly really taking the chance to even step up to even be like all right this is what we're going to do and if you do you don't really have much people that's going to support and if because a lot of people are scared what other people are gonna say and what are other people gonna do. But it's honestly just more than me. Like, and that's how I look at it. So, you know, and I know one day that when I tell my story and however I continue to tell my story is like somebody's gonna eventually be able to relate to me and then be like, wow, he did it. I could do it, you know? And I want anybody to think that, you know? And even if you don't relate to my story, like I want people to believe in themselves because we were always taught to hate ourselves. We always think bad about ourselves. Like we, a lot of people speak more negative than they speak positive into their life.
mm, yeah.
And I'm a victim of that myself, which I am still learning to get those thoughts and habits out, which is why, you know, I try to stay grounded, try to go outside. I take my photos. It's like it's peace. It's like I find peace in that and creating my designs. Like I
Nice. That is
I
your
literally
vision.
drew this. I
Oh,
drew this on a I drew that on the paper and then like I just was like, all right, let me put it on a t-shirt. So I'm still working on it right now. But it's like I try to find peace in it and then not just look at it as a money thing because it's like I already been there where I was working and I'm not that old. I'm only 23, about to turn 24 in November. So
mm,
it's like I've worked for 4 years straight at Foot Locker full time, putting over 40 plus hours almost every week
wow,
knowing that I'm trying to run my business as well, and I know
wow.
that me working for somebody else is not it, and it's not for me. And I'm trying to have my family, you know, try to support me, but it's like they trying to tell me like, you know, you just got to work through it. You got to look out, keep going. And
Mm,
I tried, but it was like it was I me trying to please other people and taking what they saying into consideration was breaking me down mentally more than anything. So I just had to do what I needed to do and just let that go and do what I know what I really want to do and follow my heart because I knew the universe was giving me signs. Like I had people come to me while I'm at work, I'm showing them my designs and they like, yo, bro, quit your job.
it is very
Like
surprising. Like you still 23 or 24, like wow. Like I think you totally mature than when I was 23 or 24. Oh, by the way, we only have 5 minutes left because this
all
is
right,
40
the
minutes every
time,
like
yeah, I
yeah.
know, yeah, I got
So
you.
I will send you like the
The
new
link and then
yeah. All
all
right.
right, that's
Listen.
cool.
All right.
All right, I got you.